little motivation for you. A little motivation.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tiphani. Welcome back. Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehashed. It is another Tuesday, and we are back for another episode of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. We live for Tuesdays. I live for Tuesdays. I hope that you live for Tuesdays. We are bringing another special guest to the stage. We are bringing another special guest to the stage, and I'm so excited to introduce her. I'm just going to bring her to the stage because we're going to talk about her here in a minute. Miss CJ Barton. Y'all welcome her to the stage. Let me see. I'm gonna unmute
Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? I'm so excited to be here.
you. Yes, I'm excited for her to be here tonight, y'all. I met her in February, just one time. But the spirit definitely was there, and I was like, I gotta get her on the show because I'm interested to see what she got to say to the people to inspire, encourage, and motivate others. I know that she got it in her, so we're gonna have a great discussion tonight, conversation, and what I need y'all to do right now. I need y'all, if y'all are in here live with us now, because I see that some of y'all have tuned in. Go ahead, share the show on out to the people. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to go ahead and share. Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays. Those who may be new to the show, this is Tips Tuesdays live rehashed, which is a spinoff of my audio podcast, Tips Tuesdays. So this is where I bring in special guests to give different perspective on the different topics that I talk about on the audio podcast. And I'm just so excited. We are in season 9 of this show right now. So we are going strong. It's only getting gooder and gooder. If you know, you know. All right. So I hope y'all just shared. I'm watching y'all. I see y'all. The only way the number should be going down is for you to come back in.
I love it.
But yes, thank you in advance for those shares. Let somebody else know about the podcast. We got some good things going on tonight, and I want y'all to be a part of those things. All right. So we are going to get started. We're gonna first do our announcements, and then I am going to have Miss CJ to introduce herself to the people. So first, let's get to our announcements. Y'all know how we do. Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements. Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements.
You've been going through some things, been through heartaches and pains. You gotta know that God is there through the fire and the rain. You've gotta keep your head up when life gets tough. You've gotta keep your head up. Don't give up. You should walk by faith and not by sight.
Mr. Mixer got it lit.
Gotta get to the paper, yeah, you know I'm getting it. Gotta keep the grind so strong, yeah, you know I'm getting it. Been in the state too long, gotta go and get it. I'm committed, I'm so with it. Gotta get to the paper, yeah, you know I'm getting it. Gotta keep the grind so strong, yeah, you know I'm feeling it. Been in the same too long. Make me more like you.
Ooh, make me more like you. I don't wanna sing just a pretty song. Everything I do for you, I wanna please you, Lord. Show me how to be more like you, talk like you, Lord. And show me how to love your people so unconditional. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, love like you. Lord, I just wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, love like you. Lord, I just wanna be like you.
Right. So if you liked anything that you just heard a minute ago, go and stream my music on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever there's music, Pandora. It's all on the streaming platform. So y'all go and stream up uh Tiphani, and you will see my music there, my inspirational album, my gospel EP. Go and check it out and support. Also, this is a little bit of some of everything that I do. Singer, songwriter, podcaster, graphic designer, digital DJ, voiceover, background vocals, and features. Y'all go and book me if you need me. Everythingtiphani.com. Y'all remember that? Everythingtiphani.com. I want y'all to be saying that in your sleep. Tiph Promotions. If you need any flyer designs, banner designs, business cards, anything with content on them, hit your girl up. Let me take the busy out of your business. That's one less thing that you have to do. We can't do it all. We can't do it all. Get you some help, and I'm the help. Taking the busy out of your business. Also, if you got any events coming up and you are in the surrounding areas of Arkansas, book me for your next event. DJ Tiph on the ones and twos.
Okay, I love it.
All right. So I have been nominated for Songwriter of the Year, y'all. Tomorrow is July 15th. It is the last day for voting. Voting is unlimited. Y'all go and vote, 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 vote. You got until 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. So go and vote. Look on there, see the different other nominees that are on there, and go and vote for them also. With that being said, the Music Love Awards is in August. It's August 28th and 29th. It's an experience that you don't want to miss. So you want to be there in the place for the Music Love Awards. Okay. And again, speaking of the Music Love Awards, I am hosting Music Love Awards interviews. So you do not want to miss this coming week, July 17th. I will be interviewing Theo White and KJ Whitfield. So y'all tune in July 17th at 5 p.m. Central Time. It's not a Tuesday, but you don't want to miss the interview. From Tips Tuesdays if you want to learn about some more about the nominees. Also, this season 9, we've been doing some exclusive episodes, which is other episodes other than what you're seeing tonight. So our next one is featuring Philosophy, and that one's going to be July 20th. That is on a Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. So you do not want to miss the extra content that I'm giving you in this season. Also, stay tuned because I've been talking to y'all about this giveaway that we're doing at the end of the month. And I'm going to be talking more about the information on how to enter for this giveaway and details on it. Also, subscribe, like, follow, and share on all social media platforms. Tips, Tips Tuesdays. So you're watching this right now on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you are following. Make sure that you're liking the content and sharing the content out. Because what do I say all the time? We do not want to be a hoarder of this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. So, those are your announcements tonight. And I think that's the smoothest I done did them announcements tonight.
I love it. I love it. You did it
Yeah.
right.
So y'all really support, support, support. As y'all see, everything Tiphani, everything Tiphani, because I got a lot of hats, no pun intended. A lot of hats. Podcasts, ministry, music, all the works. So just find a way to support everything Tiphani. And we are going to have our guest to introduce herself to the people.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you, Tiffany, for inviting me onto your platform. I love it. I love motivating people. It really comes from a very pure, genuine space. What I gotta say? Oh, well, I guess I can just talk about ministry for right now. If you want to talk about this, we can talk business too. But so I grew up in a Christian background, come from a Christian family. Grew up in the church. You know, we were all expected to be baptized and dipped in the water by the age of 10. And so when I got grown, like at 18, I started learning about the different type of religions and stuff. And at that point, I asked God, and it was around, I was age 20. I was like, what makes my default religion the superior religion, right? And so I told him, I said, I don't see a Red Sea being parted. I do not see giants walking the earth. You're gonna have to prove to me that you are real and that Jesus Christ is your son, because I heard all about the different controversies surrounding it. And one thing God did, He just lifted the veil off of my eyes and He just started flooding me with information and just knowledge that I did not know or had any type of comprehension towards prior to that. And the first real acceptance of me walking on this level of my relationship with God, it literally came from me accepting Jesus Christ as His son. Because if you ain't got Jesus as His son, or you don't believe Him as the Savior of the world, baby, you're not exercising any power. So what are we doing? We're not doing anything. And so I accepted that. And then I was like, because I have a very analytical brain. Anybody that knows me knows that, right? So I started researching, who is this God of my ancestors? Like, who is this God that created us? And I was like, the best way that I can ever figure it out, I need to go and research Him. So I started reading the Bible, because that's the most notable mention of Him. So I read the Bible from front to end to study, who is this God? Why did His people reject His son Jesus Christ? And so that I can learn Him outside of what my family taught me, outside whatever the preacher preached on on Sunday morning. So with that, it really reshaped the way that I looked at my walk, or my relationship with God Himself. But then within 3 years, I'm gonna say within 2 years, 2 to 3 years after I did this, my husband at the time, he ended up passing away in a car accident. And so it really shifted my intimacy with God, because at this point I needed God on a new level. I was used to praying and interceding for God for my husband, but now I needed to intercede and look for God for me. And I wasn't used to that. I was used to seeking Him for other people, but not for me. And so at that point, God showed me His healing power, because I told Him, I said, this situation is so traumatic, it can either take me into deep depression and I will become unrecognizable. I won't be this bubbly, happy human that people saw at that time. Or I can overcome this situation and tell the world how you brought me through it. Because at this point, I never been a widow. I never experienced death on that level, especially with somebody I deeply love. I've never needed healing on that level. We weren't taught to heal growing up in the Black community. And so at this point, I had to dig deep and heal, because I was only 25 at the time when he passed away. He was my high school sweetheart. And so I needed God to just reveal to me in a new way of who He was. And so when I was looking out into the Christian community for support, I didn't see other widows like me. They were older, husbands probably military. Nobody, it wasn't just a program or any type of groups that was there to help somebody like me, a young widow whose husband died in a car accident. It wasn't a freak illness. It was just literally on his way to the gym and boom, he's gone within 3 hours. And so at that point, I decided to be the change that I needed. I decided to become to this world what I needed from the world. And so that's where Serenity Inc., my ministry, got birthed from, losing my spouse and healing. And then one thing that God showed me throughout that process, he was like, I'm not just going to heal you from your husband's death. He was like, yeah, that's just the surface. He said, but I need to go deep. So I'm going to open you up like a cabinet and I'm going to go all the way deep. I'm about to go to your childhood. I'm about to tap on your identity. I'm about to really show you who you really are and what you made of and all the lies that the world has provided to you. He's about to unearth all these things. And so now I'm becoming even more the woman who he said that he called me to be before he formed me in my mom's womb. And it all came from just death, pain, and grief.
Wow. And that's all I can say is wow. Wow. Really, because I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to turn something painful into purpose, and that God has been able to use you through that with your ministry. So that's Serenity Inc. Ministry, y'all. Serenity Inc. Ministry. And a lot of us, we deal with grief uh, in our different ways, whether it be physically, spiritually, anything that you may be grieving. So often, not often, but sometimes here on the show, we get real transparent because grief is a part of life.
It is.
Um, I, like I said, I couldn't imagine my husband.
It is.
I can imagine my husband,
I
but I
know.
have been through the grief of my losing my mother, losing a best friend, losing my stepmom.
Mhm.
So but we all at some point in life, whether we like it or not, have to go through the grieving process, and it's always good to know that there are others out there to be able to help you through those things.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, shout out to you on that.
Thank
Yes.
you. It
Yeah.
was all God. That was one thing he showed me. He was like, grief, death, and grief is just that's part of life. As sure as
Mhm.
you're born, as sure as a person gonna die. And he said it's time for the world to know how to handle it. He said death does not have to plague you. Grief does not have to plague you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And one of the key scriptures that I stood on, I mean, I stood on this scripture even when I was in the midst of all of my torment because it's very painful. I love my husband. I pray for that man. I fast for him. I asked God to allow my love grow for him daily. And then when he was stripped, because that's what it was, he was stripped from me. I didn't have time to process him being here. I'm kissing him, telling him, baby, I can't wait till you come back home when you get through working out. And he never came back home. So, to go from having somebody that you're doing life with and now they're stripped from you, that
Yeah.
was just a whole nother reality because the life we had was gone. I didn't have time to process that. I had to hurry up and start this new life without him. And God showed me, he said, because I told him the pain and the grief I went through. I said, Lord, if I'm supposed to be here, with him not being here, I said, you're going to have to heal me because this right here, this is too painful. I said, you might as well kill me if you're not going to heal me from this. And when God healed me, that was confirmation I'm supposed to be here. And so at that point, I was like, okay, God, living this life in torment and pain, feeling this grief that's like swelling up my heart, and it feel like 1,000 knives stabbing me in my heart and I'm
Wow.
not getting any relief unless I cry. And then so I grew up in the culture, you don't need to cry. You got to be strong. Strong people don't cry. Well, guess what? You do need to cry. You need to get that out. You need to pour that
Yeah.
out. Remember, I
Release.
grew up in a culture where we weren't told to heal. We wasn't told to tap into our emotions. I didn't know what really looking at my emotions and really processing my psyche and all that stuff until after he died when I was going through my healing process. And so one thing God showed me, he was telling me, he was like, look, I came to give you life and for you to live it abundantly. And so as your soul shall prosper, so shall you be in good health. And I stood on that. That's the scripture for this entire ministry. I stood on that. I was like, Lord, you came to give me life. So death and grief is not my portion. This is not my portion. This is not my portion. I refuse to accept it. And when I felt my emotions, I literally, at one point, I was under so much fear. I was under so much pain. I literally felt like my mind was leaving my body because of what I was going through. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember just standing on Second Timothy chapter 1, where he said, I didn't give you a spirit of fear. I don't know if anybody out there that ever went through fear is like you just scared of everything. You're scared of yourself, you're scared of your emotions, you're scared of what the next step you got to take. It was just fear was just plaguing me. It was heavy on me, right? And I remember God literally disrupted that thought. And he said, he said, I didn't give you that spirit of fear. And I just kept repeating, but a sound mind, power, and might. And I kept repeating it over and over and over again, just resounding out his word until my mind came back to me. But then he let me realize it was because my emotions was out of control. I was scared. And my emotions, because I didn't have my emotions regulated, that's what made my mind feel like it was leaving my body. And what was even more
Mm-hmm.
scary about that experience is that before he died, I was considered a very strong, intelligent person. During the process of his death processions, I was still considered a very strong, intelligent person. So now you're telling me the same person that was considered strong is now losing her mind? No, devil, you a lie. You can't have my mind. That you can't have none of me, but you can't have my mind. So I just
Right.
on that word, I just kept repeating it, and then God gave me. He just spoke so clearly. He said serenity, and that's where the birth of this ministry name came from. He spoke it out to me. I didn't even know what the word serenity was until I looked it up, and it just means have solace. Have peace. Be at peace.
Yeah.
Peace in your pain. Like you just gotta be at peace. Let go whatever you trying to figure out. Just be at peace. Be at peace with the situation. And that's what it's all about, to bring people peace and healing and deliverance from death and grief so that you can get whatever God has for you.
Yes. Yes. Most definitely. So I just want to thank you. Thank you for sharing that with the people. Thank you for being transparent with the people. Um, yes, that is so important. And like to be transparent. That's how we get through things is by being transparent.
Yep.
We grew up when we was growing up. Everything was so hush hush. People didn't talk about things. Whereas nowadays, it's more open. It's more talked about. The hard conversations are talked about, and this is also another platform for that. It's those hard conversations. So, Serenity Inc. Ministry. I remember that. Okay.
Yes.
I also like how you touched on about growing up and in the church, and people automatically think you're supposed to be baptized and all of that. Uh,
Yes.
I was 30. Hold up, what I'm about to be. I'm 38 right now. So yeah, I was 36 when I got baptized. I got to thinking we was having Bible study and we got on baptism, and I was
Mhm.
like, you know what? I was born in the church, been in the church. I ain't never been baptized, never, ever.
Really?
And so I was like, Pastor, I think I need to be baptized. 36 years old. But I'm glad that I did when I did because, a lot of people, when they're young, they just getting baptized because everybody do it. And
Mhm.
or because they feel like they have to do it. But
Mhm.
I just thought that was funny that you brought up about being baptized when
Right.
you were younger and everything. Like I was the only adult with like 10 or 11 kids getting baptized that day.
Yeah, I got rebaptized as an adult. Like after I rededicated my life to God, and especially
Yeah.
after my husband passed away, and I learned a deeper level with him. I just rebaptized myself. I just figured there was some things that needed to be broken off of me. There was some covenant agreements I didn't even know that my family had made, that I had made. And just like what he said, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. It was just a lot of foolishness, ignorance. It was just due to my ignorance. I didn't know. And so
Yeah.
I was like, Lord, I'm going to go and get dipped in that water, and I would get dipped in the water today. Like, I have no problem getting re dipped in the water just for, like, just a symbolic of just getting re cleansed again,
Yes.
you know? So
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with it. Look, girl. I'm
I
happy.
just I just thought it was funny because I was like, and then like my husband, he made the joke. He said, "So you've been taking communion all this time? You ain't been baptized?"
Yeah, that's so funny.
I said, "What? I ain't never thought about it like that."
Yeah, that's so
But
funny.
that's religion and stuff for you though. But yes, yes, yes. So look, y'all, we haven't even gotten into topics. Y'all already seen the conversation is good already to me. Like I said, we live for Tuesdays. Put hashtag live for Tuesdays in the comments. I see that y'all are in there. I see y'all are in there. Let me go in here in the comments and shout some of y'all out. What's up, Caitlin? My sister. Let's see, YouTube. I don't know how to say this YouTube name right here, but I put right here so you know that I'm acknowledging you. Hey, I see you. I see you. What's up, Ted? What's up? And shout out to my dad. He's in the comments. I see my hubby in the comments. I see my friend Renee in the comments. Y'all in here tonight, okay? Let me see, make sure I ain't missed nobody. And I seen Abby. If y'all missed week before last, my guess she's in here. I seen her in the comments too. Um, yes. So yes, y'all welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We are on another episode of Tips Tuesdays Live Rehash with Miss CJ Barton. I mentioned in the announcements
Mhm.
that we are doing the giveaway at the end of the month. Okay. So, what do I need to do to enter into this giveaway? I'm glad you asked. So, what you need to do is you need to go to everythingtiffany.com and purchase some merch. For every piece of merch is a chance for you to enter into this giveaway. Okay. So if you buy about 5 shirts, you're gonna be in the giveaway. You got 5 chances to be in the giveaway. Now, what the giveaway is a travel giveaway, which the night of the giveaway, we will give all the details. I'm going to be working on having the guests to come on to explain the giveaway, but it is sponsored by Luxury Escapes by Rob. He was a previous guest also. So he wanted to do a giveaway, and guess what? We are doing this giveaway because we like free, we like discounted, we like all of that, right? So go to everythingtiffany.com, go and get you some merch. We got shirts, we got bags, we got if you like to get a mug, let me know. You can go on there on the website and you can leave me a note that you want to get the mugs because those are, what would you call those? Made to purchase, purchased anyways, made to order. So but yes, it gets gooder and gooder, so y'all get y'all's merch. And on the 28th we will be doing that drawing for the travel giveaway. Okay, hashtag travel giveaway. So y'all let somebody else know. You can let as many people as you want to know. But I'm gonna let you know this on the 28th. When I call your name, you need to be watching the show on the 28th. You need to be watching the show on the 28th. Okay. I am going to add that stipulation in there. Um, so go and get you some merch from everythingtiffany.com. Go and see what I have on there to get to so you can show your support for the podcast. All right. So that is that. And we are going to get into the topics for the night, what we all be waiting for. And no, I did not say that grammatically correct. Okay. All right, let's go on over here to this wheel and see what our topic is going to be for the night.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Today's topic: it's okay to not always have it together.
I love it.
Yeah. So It's okay not to always have it together. If you tuned in today to the episode, I hope that y'all did. And if y'all didn't, after y'all watch this, later on, go back and watch watch and listen because it is visual now. Go and check out this episode. It's okay to not always have it together. Y'all, it is okay not to always have it together. This is for my people that's always strong, or for the strong friends. It's okay. It's okay not to always have it together. First of all, we're human. We are human. Us that are considered the strong ones, we need to recharge. We need to refresh. We need to decompress. We need to do all of those things. We need to take that time out for ourselves because you cannot pour from a cup that's empty.
Amen to
Just
that.
as simple as that. If
Mm-hmm.
you are always pouring into somebody else, pouring. Well, who's pouring into you?
Mm-hmm.
Who's pouring into you?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's okay to say no. The ministry of no. We ain't gotta say yes to everything.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't
Mm-hmm.
gotta say yes to everything, and it's okay to feel. It is okay to feel. I believe that some of us are too strong, and that's just not healthy. Just physically, that is not healthy. You need to feel the emotions that you feel. You need to be able to express them. You need to be able to release them and not bottle them in. Because after a while, like I said, you can't pour from an empty cup. You're gonna start bleeding on people because
Mm-hmm.
you sitting up there still trying to help, but
Mm-hmm.
then you begin to not just bleed on people, but project because you're not releasing what you need to release.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You may be going through, whatever it is that you may be going through in life, and instead of, accepting that that's what you're going through, you may be putting yourself into other situations or working all the time or just ignoring the problems that you have. And it, like I said, it's okay to just, if at work you got mental days, take a mental day. Take a mental day. Like, that is, if it's in for you to do, take it. Find out if you have mental days. Take 'em. I need to find out if I think I got mental days at my job. I need to, I need to take me a little day sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So find out what you need to do for yourself so that you can be the better and best version of yourself to others.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you don't want to be projecting onto others. And eventually, people will see that. Like, what's wrong with her? You know,
Mm-hmm.
they have to walk around on eggshells because you in a mood and they don't know whether they should say certain things so get yourself together. It's okay to
Mm-hmm.
not always have it together. When
Mm-hmm.
you get back to your 100%, then just come back strong. But
Mm-hmm.
it is okay not to have it all together. What you got on that?
So I'm glad that you brought this topic up because I mean, God just revealed to me recently, and I talked about it. My, people that join my ministry is that He was dealing with us about trusting Him more. So like you don't have to have it together if you truly trust in God. Like He doesn't expect you to have it together. He's the one that's supposed to figure it all out. Your only job, your only responsibility is to rely on Him. Can you really walk in faith where you can rest in Him? That's what trusting is, resting. And that's what we need, especially in this season of humanity with so much chaos going on in the world. It's really impossible for you to have it together. It's a lot of things that out of our control. And in this season, God is telling us, like, I need you to trust me. I don't need you to try to think this thing through. He was like, He even showed me about me. Now I can't speak for nobody else, but I used to, I used to have pride in having the image of being an independent woman. I mean, I literally told you guys I had a problem with crying over my husband dying. Like, that's crazy, because I wanted to project being strong. And he was like, that's an image that this is a pride clothed in this independent image of a woman who's saying that, I don't need people because people have failed me in the past. That's me trying to keep it together. Well, because people has failed me in the past, so I want to show up in this way where I don't need people. So I need to make sure I have the degrees, I have the bank account that can reflect that I don't need people. I have the image that I look like I got it together. I was like, I was this strong lady who had, this mindset that was so strong and stuff. And yet within, I'm in so much pain and torment because I'm not knowing how to release it. And so that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to release it to him. So if you're a Christian on him in here or on this line, are you truly trusting him? Like, do you truly believe that he will take care of you? Do you truly believe that he won't fail you like mankind has? Do you truly believe that he has your back and your best interest in heart? So I agree with you. You got to take care of your mental health. It's so important. He wants you to take care of your mental health by trusting him. He wants you to rest by trusting him. He wants you to relax by trusting him. He don't want you to be able to say yes to everybody. Why? Because you're trying to play God in other people's lives, and he didn't tell you to do that. He didn't tell you to carry burdens. He didn't tell you to carry those burdens. Now they're so bogged down, and you wondering why you so frustrated, or you might be showing up for this person and you giving them the last bit that you actually have, and they don't appreciate it. But this is the last bit that you have, and you feel like because I'm giving you this last bit, you should appreciate the efforts that I'm giving to you. But they can't appreciate that because they don't see it like you seeing it. And that's you trying to be somebody God. So God is just teaching us to stay in our lane, and our lane is to be his children in this season. So no, you don't have to have it together.
Nope.
You don't.
No.
I don't admonish you to have it together. I only admonish you to be a child of God, be obedient to what he tell you to do, and stay in your lane. If you trust in him, you're going to learn how to rest. Why it's chaos. No matter what the government doing, no matter who's passing what bills, no matter how these gas prices go up or the cost of living, you will find rest in the Lord.
Amen. Like I see Real said, you talking about him. Yeah, we talking about you. Yeah, you need a ministry of no. But anywho, yes, it's okay and not to have it. Have it all together. It's yeah.
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 You're not going to have it all
You're
together.
not perfect.
You're not.
I always speak about the perception of perfection.
Mm-hmm.
How we may have this idea of what life is supposed to be like. We have this timeline of where we're supposed to be in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not married by 25, then you just ain't doing something right, or whatever the case may be. You are wherever you're supposed to be in your timeline. Everybody's walk doesn't look the same.
Right.
I work at work. We have our pit walks, and you know where somebody is in their walk or whatever. I was thinking about this the other day. They may be ahead of you.
Right.
Just because they're ahead of you doesn't mean that you're in the wrong position that you're supposed to be in. They may have other things along their walk that have gotten them where they are, and you're sitting up here. Well, they ahead of me. I need to hurry up and try to get where they are. No, you need to worry about yourself.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about other people.
Right.
Stay in your lane, as you said. Stay in your lane, and just know that if there are times in life where you have to fall back a little bit, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. Take that time so that you can rejuvenate, so that you can get back to your 100%.
Right.
And come back strong.
Right.
It's okay to not always have it together.
And I want to take it even a step further. Even if you have done everything right, you have done everything God told you to do, you have been so faithful and obedient, and you still get it hit with delay. You still not where you feel like you should be at. Like, you have to learn to just be at peace with that and just know that he's probably the reason why it might feel delayed is because he's working some situations out for you. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what type
Yeah.
of future he has for you. You know, I love to think about, you know, walking with God and just trusting him. The type of future that I want, it was so mediocre. It's what the United States told me what the American dream was. But see, God is beyond the United States. He's beyond the world. He's beyond this whole entire universe. And so he already have mapped out the type of life that you're supposed to live with your purpose and stuff. And when
Yeah.
you come to accept that, where you know that, hey, I don't need to compare myself because you know, Tiphani, your calling, your purpose, your destiny, that's a totally different type of walk. I don't have your unique set of skill sets. I don't speak like you. You know, I can't reach people like you, just like vice versa. You don't have my unique set of skill sets. You can't reach
Right.
people like I can. So why would I even compare myself to you? You're great in your own lane. Just I'm great in my own lane. You know, we can encourage each other and just keep moving forward, but just accepting that, you know, it's cool with it. I would have never thought that I would have been a widow at 25. I would have never thought that I wasn't going to be remarried by age 38 and without a kid, especially when you look at the American dream. But, you know, I have learned to be okay with it, you know, and just trust God's time and just do what he's telling me to do in this day, in this hour. And it's going to all work out because he promised you that. He promised he will redeem the time. He promised that. So that's the part we have to just let go that need of control, trying to control the narrative. Just let
Right.
like if y'all don't get anything else from what I'm saying on this podcast, just let it go. Just let go your need of control and trust God.
Most definitely on that control because we can we some controlling individuals. If it don't go the way that you think it should go, it's like I got to get my hands on this. I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes I have to think in my head, okay, just woosah. Don't worry about it. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it. Let it go. Let it go. And
right.
control what you can, and what you can't control, just pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if God knows that it's important to you, He'll fix it.
Mm-hmm.
He'll fix it. The small things, well, I would say they would be small to God, but they're big to us. They're
Mm-hmm.
big to us. He knows that they're important, and He'll show Himself to be big and fix that situation, whatever it may be. It can
Right.
be very small and minute, you
Right.
know. So yes, let it go. Let God have control. Stop taking it back, because that's
Stop
what we do. We give it to God. We take it back. We Indian givers.
Stop it.
And He's
He
like,
doesn't need your help
"Surrender
in that area.
completely, fully to me. Let me have the situation." But because God ain't moving as fast as we need Him to move, we
Right.
taking it back. So stop being an Indian giver.
Yeah. Totally. He doesn't need your help. He
He
don't need our
don't.
help in that area.
Otherwise, He wouldn't be God. Let
Mm-hmm.
God God. Just saying. So yes, let that go to whoever needs that right now in this season. In this season, let it go. Oh Lord, my husband, he in here. Yes, she bad about that. If it ain't her plan, she wigging out. I'm like, babe, be water.
Okay. Okay.
And then we tell her, hey, that's why we got that balance. Cause I'm like, oh no, we gotta do something about this in this moment, you know. Yes, that is definitely one thing that I am personally working on. Is just go with the flow. Now with some things, not all things.
You working on it. We all are a work in progress.
Working on it, man.
We are all a work in progress. Okay.
Yes, most definitely. My pastor always says we are all whips, works in progress.
Yes.
Yes.
And what is
All right.
perfect? Like what who
Right.
came up with the definition of perfect? Like
Man. Right? Right?
what is
That's why I said perception of
right.
perfection.
Yeah.
It's what everybody else perceives, and it
Exactly.
ain't even near there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That perception of perfection will definitely keep us delayed and stalled and everything. So you just there's No such thing as the perfection in the words of what we know
Yeah,
perfection is.
totally.
So, all right, let's get another topic from the wheel. This is good, y'all. Hey. All right, let's see. Okay, okay. Love you, some you.
Oh,
Love you some you. I'm gonna let you take it with this one. But right before you start talking, y'all, share the show out. Share. All right, you can go.
look, it's like that Tony Braxton song. I love me some him, baby. I love me some me. Okay, I
There we
love me
go.
some me, and I haven't always loved me, and it goes right back to when I had healed. I told y'all I lost my spouse, and God had to show me who I was. He had to heal me all the way back to childhood. He started dealing with my identity and stuff. That was one of the blessings about going through that level of trauma and grief. I was forced to deal with me. I couldn't deflect on anybody else, but I had to deal with Chelsea. And so in that process, God was showing me, like, how to love me. He showed me the self-hatred I had for myself. He showed me how hard and critical I was for myself. I mean, it was so much. He showed me, like, even the hateful wording growing up from like what my parents would say, or just like in my peers and stuff, family members and everything. You know how people could project negative things onto you, because now we're more conscious of how we speak to people. But again, back then in the Black community, people would just say anything. They would just
Mhm.
say anything. They would say hateful things that come out their minds. Even if they didn't mean it, they still would say it. And so, like, people words would literally, it would take root and it would take ground. And so God had to deal with me about that. He was like, "You're not what the world has said. You're not what your mom has said about you." I mean, because, just full transparency, my mom and I, we had a very, like, tumultuous, I can't say the word, but relationship. And so it was horrible. And, I looked just like her, but she was constantly attacking me. And I don't know if there's anybody else that can attest to that, where you look like your mom and your mom is attacking you. And you're like, oh my God, you're the person that's supposed to love me. If nobody else in this world is supposed to love me, you're the person that's supposed to build up my self esteem. And yes, she was enemy number one. She was just breaking me down. And so I remember when I got grown, I asked my mom, I said, "Mom, why were you so hateful towards me?" And she said, how could I have loved you if I didn't love myself? And that was the thing that I had to be okay with. I had to stop looking at my mom as my mother, but look at her as a woman who had her own lived experiences. And I had to accept her for her own lived experiences and what she need working and development on, so that was a way that I was able to heal by accepting that and start loving on myself and everything. Because I really could not, like, I could not see my beauty. People would tell me, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, this, that, and the third." And at that time I couldn't, because my eyes were just blinded by the hate and just blinded by the hatefulness that was spoken over me. And once I allowed God to go in and just heal me from head to toe, deal with my mindset towards me, deal with my heart posture, heal me from the people. Again, my mom, she was one of the greatest enemies, towards me loving myself. I had to heal from that. I had to love her when she didn't even love me. And I had to give her forgiveness towards her when she didn't even deserve it. And it just goes back to Jesus. He forgave us. His last prayer was concerning, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. It's not that they deserve that prayer, but sometimes you just have to, regardless if you justify it, you have to forgive and love people where they at and who they are. And by this person being my mom, who she birthed me, she's part of my identity. I can't take that away at all. So I had to learn, I had to forgive her. I had to love her in order for me to love me and accept who I am. And guess what? And I look just like her. When you see my mom, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, y'all are twins." And I'm like, exactly. And so I look the most like her out of all of her children. And yet I was the one that she beat up on the most. But, with me learning to accept this lady for all of her experiences in life, the pain and suffering she went through, I was able to love on me. And the more that I loved on me and actually opened myself up to loving more on God and telling God to show me how to love myself. And then I also asked God, allow me to see me the way that you see me. And that even just broke a whole glass ceiling for me to just love me even more. So that was just really powerful. Being a person that did not get love, did not get reassurance in childhood, was totally abandoned in those areas emotionally and mentally and stuff, really abused in those areas. And
Mm.
now, baby, I love me some baby. When I say I love me, okay? I love some Chelsea. Chelsea is worth showing up for. And it's not because I have children. I told y'all my husband passed away 13 years ago. It's not because I have like somebody to place that in. I had to learn to show up for me because I'm worth showing up for me. I'm
Right.
worth loving me. I'm worth that. And so, yeah, I really hope that helps somebody.
Yes, yes. Love you some you.
Love
And
me.
to piggyback off of what you said about the things that we say, the things that we say, we have to be so careful about the things that we say to our youth as they are growing up. That is very pivotal, the things that you say. um i I remember growing up, and not everybody can say the same thing, and I've noticed that at being grown, how um privileged that I am, because my dad, he is the type of he's still the same way. But growing up, he would always say, "You're beautiful. Be better than the best." He would always be my inspiration. Like, I didn't have to look to nobody else to say, "Oh, you're beautiful," and be like, "Oh," and be all excited. It's like, I know.
I love
Thank
it.
you. Like, I had to learn how not to be cocky about it, though. You
Mm,
know, but I didn't need anybody else telling me that I was beautiful. I knew that I was beautiful because he made sure that I knew you're beautiful.
I love that.
So, I mean, shout out to the ones that are um, planting those seeds into their children's lives or to their families' lives. What you say matters, and it sticks with that person. It sticks with that person because, like you said, when you grow up, you remember so many things. You realize that you're traumatized by different things. You can't forget all of the bad and negativity. You can't think of nothing good, but you
Mm-hmm.
remember all the negativity. So that's why it is so important what you say to your kids. It's so important how you talk to your kids. You
So,
can be as transparent and real as you want with them, but you still need to choose your words, because that is going to live with them. That
yes.
is going to live with them
Yeah.
forever.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful of your words. What we say matters. That's one of the episodes on the podcast. What we say, it matters. It
Yeah.
sticks. Words hurt.
Yes.
Words hurt, and there's such thing as verbal abuse. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. It's
Mm-hmm.
verbal abuse. Um, Yes, we have to be very careful. So I love that you said that, and I know that I'm a person. I love me some me. Like I said, I might have gotten too cocky with it. I might have gotten too cocky with it, but I don't do it much now. But I remember people would be like, "Oh, you're beautiful," and I'm like, "I don't know." I
Oh,
even had to teach my had to teach my nieces, because I had to teach them. I'm like, okay, so if somebody says that you're beautiful, you say, okay, thank you. Don't be cocky like me, and be like, I know.
I love that. I love that. I love that your father poured back into you. I love, 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 love hearing how parents like love on their children. I love
Yeah,
seeing parents love on their children. It's just
yeah,
a beautiful thing. I just love seeing people love on other people. So
yeah.
yeah, you're right.
And still does, and still
Mhm.
does. Like,
I just love
it
it.
is. I really had to come to that realization that, man, you are beyond blessed because
Mhm.
I would be around other girls and they're like, they either, don't have their father in their life or, they may be going through something with their dads. I
Mhm.
watch all of this reality TV like with Karamo where you got to find the baby daddies and all of that. And I'm just like, I'm glad to say that I've known my father. He's been in my life. He's still in my life. He's still present in my life.
Mhm.
Like I don't take that for granted at all. You know what I mean? So like,
Fathers
yeah.
matter.
Shout out to my dad.
Fathers
He here.
matter.
They do.
Team
They
father over
do.
here and
Yes,
mother,
they
team
do. Look,
parent. Okay, healthy
yes,
parent.
yes, most definitely, most definitely. Look, what? But shout out to my dad. Look, he in the comments. If y'all like this hat, he made this hat. Hit me
Okay.
up if you want a hat.
So we see where you get your
He in
creative.
the comments. Who made that hat?
Love it.
But yes, yes, love you some you. Can't nobody love you better than you love yourself. And you
Real.
gotta love yourself first before you can love on anybody else.
That is so real.
Yes, and in that process, love God. Love on God. Because God's gonna love on you. So you take that time for yourself so that you can properly
Mm-hmm.
love on people, that you can properly pour into people, that
Mm-hmm.
you're not, as my pastor say, bleeding onto people.
That's right.
You want to be able to make a difference in this world and it be an
Yeah,
impact. So first you got to love yourself first. You can't love nobody else without loving yourself first.
you can't.
What's up, Jesse? How you doing? Y'all, look, it's a few new people in here tonight. How y'all doing? Y'all make sure that y'all share the show. Um, yes, I'm excited to see. Look, I see my regulars in here, but I see some new people in here tonight, y'all. I'm so excited to see y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the podcast. Share. So, y'all, we are yeah. We just doing two topics. But this has been some good conversation. And like I said, I'm so glad that you're able to be transparent about your own testimony for other people because our testimonies help other people. That's what we are here for. That's what we are. We need people.
Right.
People are what is what's gonna get us through.
Right.
I see that you got through something, I know that I can make it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why we need people. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has asked why we got people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure I'm not the only one that has asked. That is the answer to your question. We need people because we are able to pull each other through, push each other through.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you go through something, it's not even about you. It's not about you. It's about when you get on the other side of that situation that you help somebody else, that you let them know, hey, I made it through this.
Yeah.
I was struggling with this, but I made it through.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna pay my bills, be able to pay my bills, but guess what? Somehow, some way, and the somehow in some way is Yahweh.
He
And
did
he
it.
he did
He did
it.
it. Listen, God did it. He did it.
Yes, yes. So we are here for each other. If you have ever asked that question, that is the answer. We
Yes.
need each other. What they say, I need you, you
Mm-hmm.
need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We all need each other.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So y'all remember that. Definitely remember that tonight. That we all need each other. I see y'all in the comments. Y'all in here just chit chatting. But we are at the end of the night and we are going to go to the next phase of
Mhm.
things. Okay. So I always ask my guests, guess what?
What? What?
Man, if you do a virtual
Ooh.
church, I want you to know, Tips Tuesdays is the first one I'd ever heard say, we put the baskets in the comments.
In the
Hey,
comments. In the
bro,
comments.
I'm done.
It's time to give, 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 give from your heart, 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 heart. And if you like what you see, give from your heart, 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 heart. Say it's time to give.
All right, it's time to give. That's what. It's time to give. If you love what you have seen tonight, if you want to uh, give into this ministry, sow a seed into this ministry, you can do so at Cash App Tips Tuesdays. It's at the bottom of your screen. Um, if you would like to financially give a different way, you can hit me up at Tips Tuesdays at gmail.com because everybody don't use Cash App. But that's what we're gonna say tonight is the Cash App. But yes, if you would like to financially give, please do so. If you would like to become a monthly financial sponsor of the podcast, you can also reach me at Tips Tuesdays at Gmail and let me know what you would like to do monthly. Podcasting ain't cheap. Podcasting ain't free. And yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. So I see y'all. I see some of y'all put the baskets in the comments. Y'all put the baskets in the comment. Yes, yes. So we are going to get ready to go. I would like for you to give last words of encouragement for tonight's show, and y'all be looking for this face again for other things going on. So go ahead and you can give last words of encouragement.
I just want to encourage everybody that I understand that times have been hard. I know it's very uncertain. We don't know what the world is headed to. But one thing we do have faith in, what we do know that is very consistent, is that God is real. His word is real. It is alive. And He's going to provide and He's going to protect and take care of you. And so I just want people to have peace and solace in knowing that God has your best interest at heart. He loves you and you're going to be okay. And if you are battling with any type of oppression, mental oppression, any type of emotional oppression, all you have to do is open up your mouth and tell that thing to leave you, and it will leave. And you call in your peace because that is guaranteed your portion. And so I just want to leave you guys with peace and blessings and serenity and knowing that God has your best interest at heart and that you are going to win this battle. I love you guys so much with the love of Christ.
Yes, yes. I'm encouraged. I definitely am encouraged by the things that you've said tonight. I hope that y'all have been inspired, encouraged, motivated. I always say if you have left this episode and you haven't felt one of those, you wasn't trying. But also, if you didn't, maybe it didn't resonate with you, share it with somebody else. Share it with somebody else, one word for me might not be for you, you know. So we have to always remember that too. So I'm excited, y'all. Join us again next Tuesday, same time, YouTube and Facebook. Before then, we'll have the Music Love Awards interview. So y'all make sure that y'all tune in for that interview. That is going to be this Friday. So y'all tune in. Next week we have uh, a yeah, I done got tongue twisted. We have the guest that we have. He's been on here before. Y'all might remember Mr. Jonathan Coleman. He will be the guest for next week. And so y'all make sure that y'all are back in these comments so y'all can join us for the discussion. Y'all have a blessed week. Remember, if you have not listened to the episode for today, go and listen to the episode, okay? Get those streams up, up, up. We've made it past 10,000. So we were celebrating that last week. We still celebrating. So y'all keep those streams going up, 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 up. And I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed week. We live for Tuesdays.
A little motivation.